I am quite certain that this, my new approach to the method of radionics, will appear a bit controversial to many people, especially when considering the vast and very good information available nowadays. And yet, after having explained any type of action at a distance which previously has been viewed as being esoteric or the like, after having explained this as a function of life energy, plain and simple, and after having developed mathematical formulas which not only explained in easy terms that which appears esoteric or alternative to many of us, but which also help explain with ease quite a few paradoxa with which modern physicists still are struggling, the ludicrous creationist approach of so-called modern physics appears to be a thing of the past and entirely obsolete. With this new approach, I was capable of developing entirely new approaches to the age-old methods of action at a distance, which not only broaden our understanding of such action, but which also improve related technologies in quality as well as quantity. And there is no human technology of which I know in which this life energy technology would not bring significant improvements combined with an increase of our knowledge of ourselves, with our knowledge of our environments and of our universes. Naturally, it is obvious that such a new approach to an understanding of the environments in which we are living became a necessity. Before I am going now to get more into describing this new approach to radionics and explaining to you how you can use it, a few words about myself. One of the challenges is that some folks who are incapable of coming up with other methods and more logical tools to do so attack me by claiming that I'm an occultist, just because I made an attempt to explain in simple scientific terms that which has been considered alternative for all too long a time happened in the past. Things like this over and over again. And those folks, of course, follow the footsteps of people of the past and their methods of countering innovation, any innovation, by burning people on the stake who dared to challenge their dogmata, all the while most of them had and have very strong beliefs in unprovable gaseous mammals. I mean with it anthropomorphically understood spiritual entities above the clouds, below ground, in the attic, in the basement, and where not. Universal, everywhere present, omnipresent, etc. Consequently, I'm truly wondering for whom the term occultist, which means a believer in that which is hidden or doesn't exist, is befitting more. Me and others who are making a serious attempt to explain in scientific terms that which has been practiced by humans for tens of thousands of years and which appears to be a common characteristic of life as we know it? Or does this term occultist fit more those believers in things that they simply assume without proof proper? Which reminds me not so much of science as it reminds me of fairy tales. Since the age of 13, I have not believed in such stuff whose existence cannot be proven, and which seems totally worthless as far as the improvement of provable interaction with the environment is concerned. I'm talking about technological progress here. In fact, I'm compelled now to quote Korzybski, who in his book Science and Sanity mentioned that while the mappings or theories which are the basis of technologies have a history of continuous new knowledge and success. The mappings and theories of philosophy, he called it the hunting of the snark after Alice in Wonderland, the snark being a crossbreed of a shark and a snake. And religious beliefs, ideologies I talk here about rather than beliefs, have a consistent history of continuous failure as far as real improvement and progress in dealing with our environment are concerned. At the same time, I took the time to examine many claims that sounded outlandish, metaphysical, and the like. And I tried to find explanations, theories, or mappings which allowed me to explain somewhat these proven phenomena, activities, or methods, and with the help of which mappings, new technologies can be developed.